lines the wrong way. I thought I was gonna get jacked by your
Did
crew.
you? No, I don't
I
think so.
edited it
No, they're not.
immediately though.
How dare you? Yeah, yeah, they're wild.
All right, guys. Well, we have the legendary Jeremy MacKenzie on the show today. Jeremy, also known as the Raging Dissident, he is a war veteran. He is ruler of Diagolon, and all you weird Diagolon folk that we love and hate at the same time. Jeremy is a man of honor, I would say. We don't agree on everything, but I think he commands respect. He is a veteran. He's somebody who's fought for this country both on and off the court. Yeah, Jer, I really appreciate all you have done and continue to do. I loved the fact that you exposed Hategate and you were one of the purveyors. It seems like every scandal in Canada, Jeremy MacKenzie is somehow a vector in there. And I believe, Jerry, at one point you were the most surveilled person in Canada. Did I have that right?
I don't know if I was the most surveilled, but I definitely,
Top 10.
I definitely demanded some resources. I would say, but judging on the paperwork I've seen from the police and CSIS, they were, it's in the millions, undoubtedly. You've got dozens of people in multiple departments working in every province and interviewing hundreds of people and tracking down ex-girlfriends from 10 years ago. And, this costs money and travel. And I've done the government gig. I know how it is. You get paid too much for your hotel room. You get paid too much for your meals. You get paid, they pay you for all kinds of things. So yeah, it definitely racked up a lot of money. And as far as the Hategate stuff, I mean, I didn't do that. That just, some of the guys and some friends of mine did the freedom of information requests to dig for what we knew was true, and pulled that together, and then I handed that over to some people. I chopped it around to some people, but Karima Saad courageously decided to take that and run with it, and she deserves credit for that. I think that took some guts.
Yeah, Karima, she's a funny one, man. I kind of had her pegged as just pretty much a paid agent. But then she comes out and just kind of does stuff that, I don't agree with her on almost anything, but it does seem like she's almost genuine. What's your read on that? Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten to know her a little bit over the last year and a half, and I consider her a friend. I think she's a very genuine and she's a very nice person. I think she's um, very good at empathizing and kind of seeing things through other people's lenses and stuff. I mean, we had a lot of in-depth conversations about some other sharper, pointier things that I believe too, right? And without agreeing or disagreeing, she was just curious and just wanted to know, And I think I think it's a benefit to have people like that around and letting them, do. I think what she's doing is important, and just showing people this is what's going on. And really, that's what journalism is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be painted with whatever flavor you think tastes the best and then delivered that way. This is what's going on. You figure out how you feel about it.
Yeah, and even if there's bias, I mean, we all have bias, right? And it's at least being honest with the facts. That's all, that's actually the highest standard of media we can even get in Canada, right? I would take hyper bias, but at least reporting actual events. And I think she does that. I think she does it well. Yeah. And yeah, I think it's great that you become friends with her. Yeah, just the polarization in Canada is so crazy. It feels insurmountable now, and I think we need to make inroads with the other side because, yeah, I mean, the way things are going, guys, nobody's gonna win in this. So I hope people get that.
I don't even really think that she's on a side. I think just people most people are just people. I think there's a lot of paranoia and stuff going on too. And there's definitely some, funny enough, as far as paid agents go, that would be Hategate. That would be the anti-hate network. Is definitely. Yeah. The government paid them quite a bit of money to do all kinds of, greasy things. But yeah, I think more if you can be honest about what's going on and just have a, conversation about things, you might be able to come to some kind of understanding at the very least. But we don't live in a world where that doesn't get clicks and views, and that doesn't get you any of those things. So they just,
yeah, man.
It's like Lord of the Flies, man. It's like we live in a world of children right now.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I really want to get into just kind of your worldview, but just on that topic, like you see a lot of these guys, let's just say Slapinski et al. And I wonder, to what extent do you think hate gate aside, that a lot of what we deal with is actually paid agents of some kind, or more just they know where their bread is buttered, or they're just generally sheep.
Yeah. I guess I could define, paid agents as, you mean somebody that works for like a state agency or something like that?
Yeah, yeah, is being
Yeah.
compensated.
Pretty pretty rare. I think
Yeah,
that's fairly, because it's a very high risk asset you're using, and if that gets compromised, like there's a lot that can go wrong with that. So you got to be very careful with things like that. I think it's more common in the United States, and I think it's much more high level than people. I would, I mean, Anderson Cooper being, working for the CIA is like an open secret at this point.
yeah,
There's other folks and stuff like that. But as far as people like that go, I think people give them too much credit.
yeah,
That's something that's bothered me across the landscape, especially in Canada. There's a lot of people saying, "Oh, this person's an agent, and that person." Like, you're ascribing to them, and I take it as a compliment. People are like, "Oh, he's a fan." I was like, "Oh, you think I'm good enough at this that I could be a fucking?" I don't know if you swear on here or not, but yeah, my
yeah,
bad if not. Okay, good. Fuck. Like it's a compliment. They're accusing me and my friends, and what we're doing is it's that high quality and it's that disruptive and it's doing this much effective that it could only be the government. They must be some kind of,
yeah,
but they accuse this of all kinds of people. But in reality, most of them are just weak.
yeah,
They're basically slave people, and they're just going to go with whichever way the wind blows,
yeah,
and they'll frame that as, no, this is my truth and freedom or whatever the hell. It's like, this is just generally how you were geared anyway. You're
yeah,
just creating excuses to lean in that direction. And,
yeah,
like you've got people kissing the boots of the conservatives on this side or the liberals on that side or whoever. And they'll say, like, no, we're right. We're right. You're all wrong. You're all just weak-minded people that are hoping daddy's going to fix your problems for you and creating excuses to justify it when, you're all just, like a farm animal, like sheep people, like you said. And they're just
yeah,
kind of, they masquerade as though they aren't. But that's mostly most people, and you saw it with COVID, and you're seeing it now with the gun debate that just happened. I might write something for Substack later about that, because that's just fundamentally hilarious how that went wrong, and they don't seem to want to accept why.
yeah,
um, and all kinds of things. You saw people shake out one side or the other of these issues, and it's
yeah,
9 times out of 10 it's because they're weak, and we have a country and a people that don't like being uncomfortable,
yeah.
and they put a premium on that. Anything that makes them uncomfortable is bad.
Yeah. No, yeah, guys, for YouTube, I'm just gonna cut the stream now because I think it's just I've already gotten strikes. So if you're on YouTube watching this, just hop over to Rumble. Yeah, I don't want to. I think I'm cutting.
We're
it
going to
now.
commit crimes. We're going to commit crime.